everyone, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time joining, thank you. If you're a previous subscriber or you're coming from a previous video that you have viewed on my channel, welcome back. So again, we are going to be doing a video that we'll be using our laptop for. If you have a laptop or a desktop, whichever you prefer, whichever you use, you'll be able to do this. So this is a special request video, and I have been asked specifically on how to get machine embroidery designs, that you have purchased or that you have found for free from your computer onto your USB stick. And I've been specifically asked on how to do it on the FAF Creative 4.0 machine. The lady who asked me has the same machine that I have, and what I will show you is going to work for the FAF machine, and if you have the Brother SE625 machine. I do not know if this is how it works for all of the designs. I'm assuming that it does. So we're going to do it based on what it does for the FAF and the Brother. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So first of all, what you're going to want to do, if you have bought embroidery designs, machine embroidery designs, or if you found some free ones that you want to do, your machine, your laptop or your desktop, whatever computer system you are using, if it has a system on it where you can zip files or unzip them, make sure it has something like that on it. I was not sure if mine had it. I'm sure it did, but I went ahead and I downloaded a free software that unzips or compresses files, whatever. Okay. Now, what I downloaded is a system called Brezip. It is Breezip, and I just used the free version, and I'm going to show you what that looks like when you bring it up. Okay, so this is the free version. It is always going to pop up with this little window at the front of it. This is if you want to buy the lifetime, one-time price to purchase it, or if you want to pay an annual membership for it. I have found that I don't need it for what I do, but you can check it out here and see. You can repair devices, things like that. Okay, but that's not really important to what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and close that, and I'm going to close this. Okay, then after you download whatever you're going to use, another really good one is WinZip, which is WinZip, and a lot of machine embroidery designers will recommend that one. I do not know if it's a free version. You will have to check that out. But like I said, I just use the Brezip. Okay, so I'm going to try not to get too far off track, so we make this really nice and plain and simple, step by step. Okay, so if you're not going to save your designs to your computer, whatever you save your designs to, you will want to attach that to your machine. What I do is I use an external hard drive, and that's what this is here. And I just kind of like Velcro it to my machine so it doesn't move around while it's being used. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. And you're going to see it pop up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close that. Okay, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to plug in your USB. So for my FAF machine, It takes a 1 gig, you can see right there, 1 gig, and I bought my machine used, and the seller included this one with it as well, and it says that it's a, I don't know if you can see that right there, it says 2 gig, right, just right there, and that is the largest size that I'm able to use on the FAF Creative 4.0 machine. For the Brother machine, I am able to use this one. Whoops. It is a 32 gig, and those are just the ones that I've used for the Brother and my FAF. So the Brother may take some, it can take up to something larger. I do not know. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and plug in the USB for the FAF. I just take this piece off. I do not use this when I have it plugged into the machine because Luna, the crafty kitty, likes to play with it, and I do not want her to damage the plug in the machine. So I just take it off. So we're going to plug that in. And again, you're going to see it pop up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close. Actually, before we close, what you might want to do on your USB is create some sub files to store your designs in. So I have animals, bookmark designs, butterflies, Day of the Dead. If you've seen my Day of the Dead videos on the pillows, flowers, fonts, freestanding lace, my greeting cards, keychain designs, miscellaneous. I have 2 miscellaneous here because I used one as a example. I have a zipper pouch that's you make in the hoop, and then I have quilt and redwork block designs and designs that I will be using for t-shirts. So what you can do to create a new file or to create files is you're going to make sure that you have it on, you're going to click whatever your USB is, and mine is USB drive D. So I'm going to click on that, and I don't need that open, so I'm going to just click on that. And to create a file, depending on what your operating system is, mine is Windows, I'm going to go right here, and it says New Folder. So I'm going to click on that. And you can see that it popped up a new folder here, and you can see that it's in blue. So I'm going to click on it, and oops, okay. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to hit rename. I'm going to backspace so the new folder goes out. So this is, I'm going to just put test. So we know that this is our test file, and then you're just going to hit enter, and that is how you can create a file and name it whatever you want on your USB stick. Okay, so here's our test. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go to a website that I really like, and one of my favorite designing embroidery design sites is embroiderers.com for free embroidery designs, and then Designs by Juju. So for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and show you Designs by Juju, and I am not sponsored by her in any way. I just really love her designs. Okay, so we're going to open it up. And then I'm going to sign in. So if you have purchased items, you're going to create an account. So I'm going to hit sign in. I'm going to hold my hand up here, and I'm just going to hit sign in. Okay, so now it has my name that I'm signed in, and then it's got my account. I'm not going to show you any of that. So now we're going to go up here to my downloads. Okay, So now it has my downloadable products brought up. I'm going to scroll down, and these are just some of the ones that I've purchased. I really love Designs by Juju because she has some really amazing sales. The current one is Christmas in July or something like that. And you get 15 designs for $15. So I'm going to scroll down to this really fun one here. Let's do the Cat Lovers World. Okay. So this one here, I really love this one. And I thought this would be really cute on like a makeup bag or like a tote or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click on this and show you what it has. And you will see here on her sale, says this item is included in our any 15 for 15 promotion. Okay. And then it tells you does not include any hoop or end-to-end quilting. Okay. So where you see this price, $9.25, when you put it in your cart and you go to cash out, it's going to knock any 15 items you put into your cart that has this little quote here is going to give you that sale. So it totals it at the end and takes off all the discounts. So if you'll notice that this set has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different items. Okay. So those 6 designs, when you put them in your cart, and if it's on this sale, you're going to get them for $1 each. She's got amazing sales. So this particular one in this set includes 4 different sizes, 4x4, 5x7, 6x10, and 8x8. I know I'm getting a little off track here, but I just love Designs by Juju. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to close that section. So since I have already purchased this, you can see that I have my download option here. So I'm going to hit download. Okay, now you can see that this little section popped up. And you can download these according to what the format of your machine is. For my Brother machine, it's PES. For my FAF machine, it's a VP3. Or you can download all formats. I like to download all formats because I may take my, when I have them on the external hard drive, I would just have to go in and grab the PES and move it to the USB or whichever. But we'll get into that in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and hit all formats. Okay. And for some reason it didn't, there we go. It just took a second. Okay, so now you can see my window for downloads pops up. I don't want to open it. I want to save as. But before I do that, I am going to find a piece of paper. I can't believe that I had a piece of paper here on my desk and it disappeared. Little Miss Luna has been here on my desk. Okay. Okay, so we have a piece of paper, and what you want to do is just hover over this and you'll see that it pops up, and write down what this download file is in its full, because this just says DBJJ Cat Lovers. Okay. I like to write down the whole thing, so it's going to be DBJJ Cat Lovers World Art 1 dot zip. Okay. So excuse my chicken scratch, but I've written it all down. And the reason why I write it down is because I may have other free files that are similar in name, but since it is a DBJJ or Designs by Juju, it's always going to have the DBJJ on there. But also where you see Cat Lovers World Art 1, she may have a Cat Lovers World Art 2, 3, 4, whatever. So, because you can see here that these blocks have 13, I just like to write down the whole name of the file so it's easier to find later. So we know it's Cat Lovers World Art 1. Okay, so I'm going to hit Save As. Okay, and I want it to now go to my external hard drive, which is this one, which is New Volume. So I'm going to save it to there. So I have it highlighted, and I'm going to just hit save. Now, I already have this file in there, and it's asking me it already exists. Do you want to replace it? I'm going to go ahead and hit yes, and there's going to be a reason why I do that. So yes, okay, and my security system is scanning it to make sure it's safe. And it is now done. It'll tell you open file. I don't want to open it yet. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to close Designs by Juju. I'm going to close my search engine. And now what I want to do is I want to go to my software that I'm going to use to unzip that file. So I'm going to click on Brezip. Okay. I'm going to close that. And what I want to do is, if you see here, it says users text downloads. So what I want to do is, I know I saved it on my external hard drive. So there's going to be a little arrow right here. And I'm going to click that down, and that drops down my items that are on my computer. And here is my new volume, which is my external hard drive. And I'm going to click that. Okay, so now it opened up my external hard drive. So now what I want to do is, if you notice that these are files that I have already opened. I want to go down to the zip file. And depending on the system that you are using to unzip your files, it's going to have a different icon. And this little red kind of looking hard drive disk kind of thing is what my zipped files look like. Now, I know since this is a Designs by Juju, I need to scroll down to my D. So we're just going to grab the bar and drag it down because I have a lot of Designs by Juju. Okay. So here are where my Designs by Juju start. And what I want to do is, since they're all DBJJ, I want to scroll down to my cat. So here we have DBJJ Cat Lovers World Art 1. And you will see that you can hover over it. And sometimes it'll pop up another window. Or what you can do is you can look by the date. And today is August 2nd. So 8/2/2023. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to click on it so it's highlighted. And I want to extract this file. I want to unzip it. So I have extraction. So I'm going to click on extraction. It brings up another window, and you can see that is the DBJJ Cat Lovers Art World 1. And the 2 means that I have 2 files in there of this because I replaced it with the previous one. But for tutorial, we went ahead and saved it again. Okay, so I am going to hit extract. And you can see it talking to it. You have a little percentage count down here. And there we go. It is finished. Okay. So now what it does is it brings up that file. It brings it up automatically. And this is everything that is on that file. You will have your directions or your instructions. You will have a PDF document. You will have your JPEG. And let me show you. I think this one is the, open it down here. Okay, yes, this is the design card. And this tells me what this particular design is. If I want to print this out, I can print it out, and I'll know that the DBG cat lovers, the DBJJ cat lovers World 1, word art? Oh, it's word art. I keep saying world. Okay. So you can print this out, and you'll know that these are what is in that particular file. So I don't always print them out. Sometimes I do. You don't have to print them out in color if you don't want to. I just print them in black to save costs on ink. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and close that. So that's your design card. It'll show you the sizes of each one. So you can see that there's the 4x4, the 5x7, the 6x10, and your 8x8. I don't always print this out because I usually change colors anyway to whatever I like. So, but there's that if you want to follow that. And then it has her instructions as well. And I've only printed out my instructions once for Design by Juju because most of them are similar unless you are doing a in the hoop design kind of thing. So then there's that. Okay, so now what I want to do is I can go to each one if I want to. So I'm going to open this first one and I'll show you. So the first one, now you will see, is that all of these different designs came up for Cat Lovers 1. Now, I can go through all of these, and you can see if you hover over it, it's going to tell you the type of file that it is. So that's ART. This one, let's see. Come on. Hover over another one. Okay, they're all saying art file. Okay, so this is the 8x8. This one up here is the 4x4. So if you just want to do one particular size, you can go into the file and grab what size you want. We're going to go ahead and go back. Or what you can do, I like putting all of them on the USB because I may use all of them. I may use the 4x4, I may use the 8x8. And if it's my FAF or FAF Creative 4.0 machine, I can do all of the sizes on it. But if it's for my brother machine, and I know I'm only going to be using the 4x4 because that is the largest size the brother machine can do, I will only put the 4x4 designs on that USB for that. But what I like to do for my FAF machine is I am going to close this because we know we have that file and it's all here. So I am going to look for the file on my USB stick. You can see USB right there. And I am going to look for the file, the subfile I created that I want to put that file into. Okay, all I have to do is we are going to put it in the test file. Okay, so I'm going to go right here. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to drag it down to test and drop it. And you can see then another window pops up and everything is loading. and you can see that it says new volume, that it's coming from new volume to my test file. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to click on test, and there is the DBJJ Cat Lovers World Art 1 on my USB. Okay, so I'm going to close that now. I'm going to close the extraction window that we use to take it off of the external hard drive. Close that one. Close it. And now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and make sure. Let's close that. Oops. I'm going to, here's my USB drive again. I'm going to go back to test. And there it is again. Okay. Really simple, really easy. Then all I'm going to do is I know it's on there that now. I'm going to close it. I'm going to come over here to my little pop-up menu. Go to my USB stick. Click on it. And I am going to eject disk, and that is my USB drive. And now it is on my USB stick. I'm also going to close and eject my external hard drive. It says it's still in use. I just hit OK, and I do it a second time. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. I know it is safe to remove, or I can just go ahead and go to the power and hit shut down, and it'll close it. It'll close everything down. And ooh, look how dirty that screen is. Woo, we'll take them. Okay. So I'm going to unplug it, and we are finished. That is all you have to do to get a design from your computer, move it to either your downloads on your computer or an external hard drive, take it from the external hard drive or to wherever you saved it for, unzip the file, and then move it to your USB. If there are any other questions, please comment down below, and I will try to help you out any more on that. And I want to apologize again that I know this video has taken a while, and I'm really sorry with that. Me being sick, I just could not sit here and work. My head felt like it weighed 100 pounds, and I just couldn't do it. But like I said, if you have any more questions, please comment down below. And we will see you all in the next video, which should be the videos on twin needle on the Brother SE625 machine. See you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.